Hey, it's Ash from Revolution Me, and this video is about minimal living and why it is so good for your brain. A lot of people report that they feel more clarity of thinking once they get rid of their stuff. People report better stress management. They feel more organized. They feel more productive. The list of benefits is endless, and this video is about why that might happen. So there's two things that you need to know. The first is that your brain's storage capacity is infinite, but the processing capacity, the amount that you can work with at any one time, is not. So if you compare your brain to a computer, then the amount of data that your computer can hold, it is infinite. Just like the amount of memories that your mind can hang on to is also infinite. But the amount that you can work with at one time, the amount that you can see on your computer screen, that's limited, because you can only have so many documents and windows and applications open before you start losing effectiveness and efficiency. And it's a bit like that with your brain. The more things we're trying to do at once, the less efficient we become. So that's why if we're multitasking, if we're trying to do 2, 3, 4, 5 or more things at one time, eventually we hit a threshold where our effectiveness, efficiency and productivity start to diminish. And the other thing to know is that our brain gets tired. It's kind of like we're running on batteries. At some point, we just got to switch everything off and go and recharge. And the more stuff we're trying to do at once, the more it drains the battery. So this is really important when it comes to minimal living, because A, the more stuff that we have around us, and B, the more things that we're trying to do with that stuff, the quicker we're going to deplete our mental resources, and the quicker our efficiency and our effectiveness and our productivity is going to diminish. You might have heard of something called decision fatigue. So we make approximately 200 or more decisions a day. But the trouble is, the more decisions we make over the course of the day, at some point, it just becomes too many. And instead of being really thoughtful about our decisions, at some point we start to become impulsive. And we make decisions rather than on rational and logical reasons, we make decisions based on emotion. If we can streamline our life so that we don't have to make as many decisions as we are, then it helps to minimize the decision fatigue. Because imagine if waking up in the morning, instead of having to make 20 decisions, imagine if you only had to make 1 or 2. That potentially saves your batteries for making really important decisions later in the day. And for some people, it actually means the difference between sticking to their goals, say their health and fitness goals, versus just throwing in the towel and saying it's all too hard, I'm tired at the end of the day, I'm just going to pack it in, skip the gym and go and get some takeaway food and sit on the TV for the rest of the evening. And having a lot of stuff actually drains the batteries even faster, because when we have a lot of stuff around us, and especially if it's in plain sight, it's highly stimulating. Because everything that we see, it reminds us that we need to tidy up. Maybe we have belongings that we think to ourselves, I need to do something with that, or I need to pay that bill. Maybe we're reminded that we're a little bit disorganized right now. Maybe we have objects around us that don't make us feel good, and maybe they're associated with unpleasant memories. So by decluttering, which is kind of the first step to minimalism, by decluttering we help to reduce the stimulation, but by actually living minimally, we reduce the number of decisions that we have to make. And it can be about anything, like what clothes we should wear or what we should pack in our bags that day. The fewer decisions that we have to make, the more we save the batteries, and we save the batteries for times when we need it the most. So I trust you found this video useful. Let me know if there's any questions that you have. I'd love to answer them. I could actually speak on this topic all day because I really love talking about the brain. So if there's a specific question that you have, I would be more than happy to answer it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.